Good morning. How is it going? Today is Wednesday Wisdom Day, and I have a couple of Marcus Aurelius quotes to share today and briefly discuss. So Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor from, I need to look at my notes, my little cheat sheet, 161 to 180 AD, and was a stoic philosopher. And a lot of his teachings are still relevant today. He is probably one of the more famous Stoic philosophers. A lot of people recognize his name even if they don't know exactly who he is or what he did or where he came from. So there were so many quotes. I actually had a little bit of a difficult time honing in on one this morning that really speaks to kind of the energy of the I don't even know if I would say the globe, just the people that are the people that are tuning in to me and listening to what I'm sharing, the dialogue amongst folks in the kind of the, having trouble with my words this morning, Mercury in retrograde, communication issues, of course, makes totally sense. Makes total sense. It's today. It's the first day of Mercury in retrograde. I guess the people, what I'm saying is people that are looking for something a little bit outside the box thinking, looking at, the logic of it, but also looking at like the bigger picture. That's what I'm trying to say. So the first quote that really jumped out at me is, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." So in essence, it means there's no reason to fear death. Really live your life. I think that's hugely important right now in times like this. Don't think that the messages don't go about your life in a state of fear, hiding away and not living your life because you're scared something is going to happen to you. Go out, do things, live your life. And two other quotes. I'm not even sure how these all tie together, but they really resonated with me and I felt really strongly about sharing them with you. The next is, "To live happily is an inward power of the soul." To live happily is an inward power of the soul. So in order to find that happiness, you don't really have to look very far. It's already there. And it's how you then approach your day, approach your week, approach your month, your year, and your life. And to that, reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. That was a big one that I remember. I actually had that posted up on the wall in my office, and I would look at that every single day because especially when I was going through my disentanglement, and there was a lot of stuff going on in my life, a lot of things I felt were done to me, and I really did not want to rest or sit in that place. It just didn't serve me. It didn't move me forward in any way. It wasn't helping anything. And that was a tough one for me to wrap my head around. But if you can, if there's some perceived injury to you done to you by someone else, if you can find a way to look beyond that, recognize that it's not an injury that's done to you, perceive it differently, receive it differently, you can somehow find peace in it and allow it to not affect you anymore. And the liberation that you feel in the ability to do that is pretty tremendous. So those are your Marcus Aurelius Wednesday Wisdom quotes for the day. I hope this message finds you well. Please share with anyone that you feel might benefit. And remember, we learn from one another. I will see you here tomorrow. Bye for now.